Alright, so this is not a video that I wanted to make. In fact, I was really hoping not to have to ever make this video because I don't want to be serious. And obviously I'm going to talk about some stuff that's serious. So we got this whole virus thing going on, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of background information here in regards to what I'm about to tell you. We know some people who have come in contact or been exposed to the virus, and we're certain that they've taken their medical professionals, and we are certain that they have taken the proper precautions, but we're still, you know, concerned for them, worried about them. Just this large group of people out there that are treating this thing like it's no big deal, like it doesn't matter. They are delusional about it in a way, and I try really hard not to get angry. In fact, I become so angry and just upset because I know people personally, and I've seen how it's affected people. In fact, we know somebody who knows somebody that has passed away from the virus, and I'll say that there are stories to be told there, but they're not my stories to tell. And I'm thinking to myself that there are just so many people that are affected by this. And I see these people, I hear these people in the stores or out in public, and they're walking around and they're saying like, hey, it's no big deal, or if I have it, I have it, and this is just all a conspiracy, or this is just like the flu, or the flu is worse, and I'm not going to get into all that, all right? I don't think the experts are out there saying that we need to be concerned about this, or that it's just like the flu, or anything of that nature. I think they're out there saying that this is not just like the flu. This has the potential to be far worse than the flu, and it does have the potential to be far worse than the flu. So I hear these people out there talking about how it's no big deal, and it just makes me so angry. And I think there's two reasons why people say that this is no big deal. One reason is they're scared. They're trying to hype themselves up, and they're trying to comfort themselves. And that's understandable. I think trying to have a positive outlook on things is good. Myself, I think at one point in time, Noelle was a little concerned that I wasn't concerned enough about this. And I'll say that my attitude has always been prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So you may hear me say things like, maybe we'll turn a corner next week, or just try to be positive about it. Doesn't mean that I'm foolish or naive about what it is that is going on. And then there are the people out there that I just don't really, they just want to see the world burn. They just don't care. And I've thought to myself, I thought about this a long time. I've been thinking about this a lot over the past couple of days. And I'll say, I want to walk up to those people and I just want to say, what's wrong with you? Who are you listening to? Who are you talking to? Where are you getting your information from? And I realized something. It doesn't really matter what I say to those people. I'm not going to change them. Now, maybe if they were 10, or a kid or something like that, but full-grown adults who are walking around after seeing everything that's been shown and all the evidence that's out, are walking around and acting like this isn't a big deal, what can I possibly say to them that's going to change them? And you know those people that are like that. You know people who it does you no good to talk to them. And so I think the best thing to do is for me to take the proper measures and do what I'm supposed to do, and not really try to concern myself with those people. Stay away from them if I have to, if it's not going to do me any good, and try to remain positive. So I know I ranted a little bit there, but I want you to know that I am trying to stay positive. And in the midst of all of this, I'm still going to have my moments, and I'm still going to get upset. And I want to share that with you because I think in the midst of all of this, while I'm telling you to stay positive and I'm saying I'm staying positive, I don't want you to think that I'm delusional or that there's anything wrong with getting upset. I think there is a proper reason to get upset. I think there's a justification for being upset at the situation. There's probably a lot of people here that are watching this that know somebody who could potentially be affected by this virus in a major way if they were to catch it. I was just thinking the other day, and I don't mean to be a downer or anything on anybody, but I was just thinking, like, you know, my parents are a little older. They're not super old or anything like that, but they're a little older. They're not over the 65 age limit, but I was thinking it is possible that they could possibly get this virus, and I hope nothing happens to them, but like, what if I don't get to see my parents again? I don't think the odds of that are very high. I think they're gonna be fine, but the odds exist. They're much greater now than they were last year because, you know, with this social distancing, we're not really able to go out and visit with family, and Noelle's not able to see her immediate family here in town. Her sister lives here in town, and Noelle's not able to see her sister. So I don't know, and I think there's a lot of people. I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of these stories, and I said they're not mine to share, but I know a lot of these stories of friends of mine who can't see their parents, who their parents, you know, are a little older, like my parents are a little older, and they have to take the proper precautions. And it seems like the quicker we get this over with, the better. And so when I see people out there that are like, well, I'm not going to take the precautions and I don't care about it, and so on and so forth, I'm not saying that those people are causing the entire problem. Maybe they're not. That attitude just upsets me. I'm going to try, like I said, I'm going to try to remain positive. But I have people that I love and I care about who there's a possibility I may never see those people again. I know some really, really old people that I love and care about who there's a possibility, what if I don't see them again? And I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm going to try to remain calm, try to remain positive. I just want you to know that while I'm giving this message out of positivity and so on and so forth, it's okay to get upset. It's okay to get angry. But in the midst of all of that, I would encourage you to try to look for the positive in everything. And like when I'm done with this little rant here, I'm gonna try to move on to something more positive, share something more uplifting with you as soon as I can find it or think about it. So with that, I just wanna say, look at these ducks. Sirs, may I interview you? All right, fair enough. Yeah, so I guess what I'm trying to get at is you can't always control what happens, but you do have the ability to control how you respond to it. And so with these people that I know I'm not going to do anything by saying anything to them, I can either let that get to me, or I can try to have a positive attitude and control how I respond to those things. But moving on, so you'll see we're back in a familiar place, which I think helps out a lot for y'all. You want to make sure you go to someplace that's familiar and comfortable. Or it could be that there's only a couple of places here that I'm actually able to go to. All the other state parks are closed. All the state parks are closed, and this is one of the few county parks that are open that I feel comfortable in, and that actually has some nice scenery. I think a lot of people are out here thinking you can't do anything, you can't, you know, isolation means that you have to stay inside, you can't go outdoors. So obviously you can see that I'm outdoors right now. There's nobody around me. I'm definitely practicing social distancing. And I'm not saying everybody run out to the same place at one time. I'm just saying, even if you just go in your backyard for a little bit, it's good to get out in the sun. I think that and I think if you looked it up, you'll probably find that it's good for your immune system. it helps you to have a sun, I mean, vitamin D, whatever you want to call it. It does a lot for you. So I encourage you, go outside for just a little bit and enjoy the sun. It'll help you out quite a bit. But I'm back at the pull-up bars, and I'm not gonna film it, but I just wanted to see if I could do some pull-ups here. So yeah, I got me a little light workout in, and just so y'all know, I do have hand sanitizer. I do apply it liberally while I'm working out, and I don't touch my face at all. And this thing here, I tried it out. It didn't really do much of anything for me at all. Yeah, so I went by Target this morning, and they said they had hand sanitizer in stock, but there was like a big old long line for it, and I didn't have time for that. I had to get to work. But yeah, see lots of people walking around the park, trying to keep my distance, trying to make certain that everybody stays safe. Not that I need to apologize for my little rant. I just want y'all to know that, and like I said before, I'm real, I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be open, and I'm gonna be honest with you. And I know there's gonna be a lot of channels out there that are only gonna focus on the positive and kind of present to you this Facebook, Instagram message, and there's nothing wrong with that. We need that. We need channels that focus on the positive, and I want to be, like I said, open with you, and I want to share my life and my experience with you, and especially during this time, I want to try to, and I know I'm not doing a very good job of it, but I want to try to document my experience with this virus. Not that I have the virus, but on all the stuff that's going on around us right now and how it's affecting our lives and the ups and downs of our daily life. It's bad enough already with everything we have to contend with and we have to deal with, but we also now have to deal with people who don't care about it. And like I said, I'm not going to change them. There's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to change them, and I'm trying not to go back to it. But I think what will change them, and I don't blame them for this, is that when it becomes real for them. Because I'll be honest, before I'm kind of like doing everything I'm supposed to do because Noelle's immunosuppressed and I don't want her to get anything, and I'm being very careful, and yeah, it's real for me because I've been through things like this before. With Noelle, I mean, this is how we live our life a lot of the time. But what I'm getting at is we take precautions already. I'll be honest though, like this virus thing wasn't really that real for me. Maybe a couple of weeks ago, I'm gonna take the proper precautions and so on and so forth, but it wasn't real for me. But in the past couple of days, I've heard about people dying, and not just random people. I know that people die. I mean, I've showed you the numbers in one of the videos, the number of deaths in the United States. I know people have passed away from this or are illness like related to this. We know the numbers are real. We know there's deaths related to this virus. In the past couple of days, I've heard some people that have been in close contact, you know, not close contact with me physically, but people I know people who have either passed away from this or come in contact or have been affected by it. And that's really what I'm getting at right now. All these people who aren't taking this seriously, I think a lot of it's because it's not real for them. And I think that it's about to become real for a lot of people. I think the numbers are about to go up and people are about to either be affected by it or know somebody who's going to be affected by it. Let's try to remain positive. Every now and then I'm gonna have to do one of these little rants. It's just who I am. I know it's so funny that I say, like, it was like a week or so before all this started, like, I want to be positive, I'm tired of all these serious talks, and then this happens. Now, since it's happened, I think every now and then I need to have a serious talk because we're living in serious times. But I'll say this, one of the things that I can focus on is trying to continue making better quality videos, working on my skills, working on the craft, if you want to call it that. I don't like to call it that because I don't feel like I deserve to call it a craft. I'm not really all that good at it. But just slowly improving myself and finding something to focus on, something that can bring a positive outlook to the lives of other people. And not just my mom, Thanks, Mom, for watching. Yeah, she's watching right now. And thank you everybody else for watching. It's always a pleasure making these videos. I know they're not that great. They're probably not the great cinema quality videos that you see a lot of YouTubers make and a lot of other people make. But I was just telling Noel the other day, making these videos it just brings me so much joy and happiness. And while right now I may not have a lot of views and a lot of subscribers, I don't know, maybe one day I will. But regardless, I appreciate all those of you who do watch and all of you who are subscribed to this channel. And I just want to say, regardless, it brings me joy to make these videos and to go through the process of filming them or videoing them and editing them and putting it all together. Ooh, there's a snake. Let's see if we can get it. Oh. I didn't mean catch it with my hands. I meant catch it on the camera. If it came out, I'll show it on the video. Now I gotta watch for it. I don't think it was anything to be concerned about, to be honest with you. I wasn't gonna pick it up with my hands. Sorry, I saw that. I was just saying, I really enjoy filming these videos and editing them and looking for music to put behind them and showing them to Noel and doing the color correcting I'm getting to that, but balancing all the aspects of the picture that you see and all the technical stuff, and I just really enjoy it, and it brings joy to me, and I'm hoping that watching it brings joy to you. And if it doesn't bring joy to you, I'm sorry. And if you really don't like the video, feel free to hit that thumbs down button. And if you enjoyed it, feel free to hit the thumbs up button. And if you really, really enjoy my videos, you can make sure that you get notifications of them at any time by subscribing and hitting that bell button. Y'all have a great day.